Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rithnika and you have reached Natural Vibration. Wow, I can't believe this year is over. I mean, have you noticed how the older we get and the more we, progress into the 2000s, 2001, 2002, that kind of thing, 2020 now, it feels like time is speeding up. I don't know if you guys feel it, but I feel like time's moving a lot faster. And I wonder if that is really the case because things are just moving so quickly. Like this year's over. Man, it's been a very interesting year. How has it been for you guys? I would love to hear about it. Please do write in the comment below how things have been going for you this year. For me, it was a year of transformation, of a lot of awakening, a lot of messages being received, a lot of understanding. So, yeah, I wonder what 2020 is in store for me. I just wanted to show you guys something. I'm going to use this card deck, which is the Oracle of Dragon Fae, for our card reading. And I just thought before I start, I'll pick one card for myself. And what I asked the cards was like, what's going to happen in my love life in 2020? And I just wanted to show you this card that fell out. And it said, Gaia's dragon, divine union. How cool is that? So, hey, here's hoping, right? So, yeah, it's really funny that that fell out. So, let's hope it comes out for you guys. But yeah, so this reading, I'm going to do a little bit of an overview on the twin flame dynamic, the twin flame relationship for the year of 2020. I haven't really thought of how I'm going to place it out. I'm just kind of going with the flow. So let's hope it flows properly. I got a new tattoo. For those of you that know what's going on in our country, India is facing a little bit of a problem right now. Again, I'm not very political. I'm not very religious, so I don't want any drama on this channel. But there is a lot going on, and if you want to know more about what this tattoo means, it's half in Urdu and half in Hindi. It actually means Inqilab Zindabad, which means long live the revolution. And if you want to know more about why and what, you can head over to my Instagram page, which is Rithnika Nain. Details are below, and just click there. I have a picture of this and I've explained why I got this tattoo. Some members of my family were happy about it, some were not happy about it at all. So I guess you could see how they differ in their political and political and religious beliefs, or whatever you want to call it. I believe in everything, so that's that. But yeah, there's a lot going on, and I think I'm going to be going right now to join a protest after this reading. So let's see. Anyway, these are general readings and will not resonate with anyone. I am open for private readings at this moment, as well as various healing modalities. We just had another suicide death of an actor in India, and it's really, really sad when I read about these things. I actually do a monthly sharing circle here in Delhi. So if any of you are based in Delhi or in India, because I do them sometimes in different cities, it's a free sharing circle where we come and we talk about what's going on in our lives. Sort of like therapy, group therapy, but it could be on any topic. There are no rules, there are no judgments. It's just a safe space for people to talk. And I feel like no matter where you are in this world, if you feel like things are hard, there's always someone you can talk to. In India, going to a doctor, to a psychiatrist is not always considered okay. And I get that. But you can always go to an energy therapist, which is something what I am. I am a certified life coach. I do EFT, which is a brilliant tool that helps you cope with anxiety, depression. I'm a life coach. I do NLP. I do sound healing. I'm a shamanic healer. So I do a lot of these modalities on Skype as well. So if any of you are interested, please go on to my website, naturalvibrations.in, and book something with me. It's not, I keep my prices really low, compared to all the other readers and healers I've seen, because it's not just about making money. It's about helping people and spreading the joy. So if you ever feel like you need someone to talk to, just talk to and not do therapy. Just want to talk, you can book a session and we can just sit and talk. We can just sit and talk about things. Wow, nothing is impossible. All right, so let's start. So dear universe, this is for twin flames, the month for the year 2020. can you please tell me what is the overall energies for the twin flame union, for their love life, for the month, for the year, not the month, the year 2020? Wow, we've got look beneath the surface. All right. And I want to pick one more card. So, dear universe, what else? What is the overall energy for all twin flame unions and twin flame? Oopa. Lady Luna's magic, synchronized with Luna's time and energy. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to read this from the book. Let's start with Dristan, which is number 28, which is a 5. No, 28 is not a 5. What am I doing? It's a 10. Don't be distracted. See behind the act. All my artifice hides only the truth, which at the moment you do not wish to see. I am always telling you the truth. It is simply that you do not wish to hear. I have always shown you who I am. You simply decide not to see. The clues have been strewn about you, but you have decided to not notice their presence. I can draw people into actions that reveal their shadows, and for that they condemn me. But I have been their teacher, for then they know the whole of themselves, and thus have compassion for others. Wow. Some have wanted to be an angel when I have never been of the heavens, and never claimed to be. I am illusions, and most of all, I am your illusion. Look beyond and take off my mask and decide to acknowledge the truth about the circumstances which you find yourself within. I know that although you may say I have done you wrong, I have taught you your own guidance. Wow. This is a card of a person who makes no claims to virtue. Their every word and deed reveal their intent. However, if you're drawn in by their charm and charisma, you may find yourself wishing and hoping they were indeed your hero, but only in disguise. It is likely when this card is present that you have persuaded yourself that someone will change, that patterns will melt away, and that you have gone wrong in the past, that what has gone wrong in the past has nothing to do with you. You believe whose words are contradicted by their behavior. Wow. Wow, okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Okay, so this card is telling me so many different things. So, the first thing that came to me about removing the mask is all about being true to yourself, being honest. So, this could be for the divine masculine. For those that are in another partnership, maybe their partnership isn't as fulfilling as they thought it would be. And in 2020, they need to start seeing the truth. They need to start seeing the truth of the situation. Maybe they were hoping a situation could get better, but sometimes that is not the case. Sometimes a person is who they say they are, and they need to see that. It also talks about them removing the mask about what they truly feel for their twin flame, which is you guys. Now, there is another side to this. For some of you, you may be in a situation where you're not actually with a twin flame. Now, nobody can 100% guarantee if this person is for you or not. Only you know that. But I have also seen that there are people who are in abusive connections, which they feel is a twin flame connection. And that is something that they need to see beneath the surface and acknowledge that just because someone treats you badly and then calls you back the next day doesn't mean that is your twin. So there are a couple of different meanings, but what I'm getting from this is that 2020 is going to be a time when both twins are going to start seeing the truth. All right, I feel like the truth could be about different aspects, because this is a general readings. You just pick what works for you, because not everybody will be in every scenario. But what I'm getting here is that there is time to evaluate and see below the surface. For some divine feminine, they may not have seen things, any movement from their divine masculine. And this is telling them that you need to look beneath the surface. Sometimes things happen and you don't even know why or when they're going to be happening, but they are. Now we've got the Lady Luna's magic, which is 32. Now that's a 5, as far as I can tell. And this one says, synchronized with lunar time and energy. Moon cycles are to be worked with at this time. Others feeling their new magical behavior and practice as lunacy and understanding your nighttime self, receiving messages from crystals of which the moon is composed, and discovering far more of your true and hidden selves. It's all about discovering the truth. Discover how moonlight affects you and work in tandem with your moon cycles, introducing others to their work, beginning projects at new moon, working towards completion at the full, and going within when she's waning and going to dark. Okay. I feel, and this is also saying to learn your moon sign. I feel like what this is highlighting is that in the year 2020, the moon cycle, the eclipses, the lunar cycle is definitely going to be of great importance to all twin flames. I feel like we need to start keeping in mind of how our energy gets affected during the moon cycles. I know they say you should start something new at the new moon, but for me, I've noticed the full moon is the strongest for me. When there's a full moon, my intuition is very strong. My card readings are definitely a lot more accurate. I wake up and I start getting these weird intuition premonitions. So I know how the moon affects me. There are times when the moon is going through a new moon or full moon and I get very low and my energy gets affected. These are things you need to start paying attention to. I feel like all the moon cycles, and I'm not an astrologer, so I don't know about the eclipses and stuff that are coming up, but there is definitely going to be some energetic shifts at this time. I'm also getting that it is time for us to start. The moon energy is also about bringing to light things that are hidden. And I think that goes very well with the other card, which is all about looking beneath the surface. I feel 2020 is a year of revelation, and that is what I'm getting from both these cards. This is the year when things are going to be clear. This is the year when we're going to finally understand what is really going on with this connection of ours from both sides, from the divine masculine and the divine feminine side. I feel the divine masculine is going to finally get clarity on what they've been trying to hide. You have to, and I feel for the divine feminine, some shadow work needs to be done. Shadow work is things that we've been trying to deny and not facing. We could have blockages within ourselves where we don't want to face it. And if we don't face it, and okay, sorry, I'm rambling, but the train of thought just came in. When people say, oh, love and light, be proud, be happy, be happy, be happy. Yes, be happy. But if you are trying to suppress the negative emotions without actually feeling them, acknowledging them, living in them, dealing with them, then you're not really going to feel that happiness. You're sort of like putting a band-aid over an open wound without actually cleaning the wound, if that makes sense, right? It's not going to actually heal. So that's what it is. I feel 2020 is a year when a lot of revelations are going to happen. For example, when I realized that I needed to be courageous to open up my heart to love because I wasn't opening up my heart. That was in a way something scary and something I didn't want to face, right? But I did face that. So this is just a stupid example, but these are the little lessons that both divine feminine and masculine are going to face in 2020. Which is good, because once the truth is revealed, that's when things can start happening, So, dear universe, what else is in store for divine union in 2020 for all twin flames? 2020 twin flames. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Number 10, karmic completions. A cycle is ending. Now we say it's the end of a decade, but I think technically the decade ends a year after. But anyway, we'll call it the end of the decade. There are major cycles that are being ended and new cycles beginning next year. Next year is also, I feel, 2020 is the number 4. 4 is, like 4 of Wands. 4 is a very stable card, and I feel 2020, I'm definitely feeling like a lot of unions are going to happen in 2020. A lot of marriages, union, all of that. Wow, okay. That one did not need to come out. We've got follow your dreams. We've got spirituality, which is funny because the card I flipped out was spiritual career. So that's a very strong message. And let's pick one more. One more card. What's going to happen? Whoopa. That's 3 cards, but okay. We've got creativity. We've got intuition. And we've got manifestation. Beautiful. Okay. So what I'm getting for 2020 is that the twin flame dynamic is definitely going to be going through major changes. There is going to be an end of a cycle. This cycle that the lessons that both divine masculine and divine feminine have been trying to learn, that is slowly going to be learned, and that chapter is going to close. I feel both parties are now going to get a lot in touch with their spiritual side. I know divine feminine already are, but I feel this would actually be there will be an expansion in this area for divine feminines as well. And they will definitely go more into their spirituality. I feel divine masculines are going to grow in this aspect a lot. I feel like they're going to start understanding that there is a lot more going on in this world. And because of that, they're going to be now ready to follow their dreams. I feel like because the overall energy is looking beneath the surface, understanding what's really going on, shedding light to things which have darkness in them, I feel like the divine masculine is definitely going to be having some major realizations about who they're meant to be with, what makes them happy, and who is truly their dream come true. And then they're going to take actions to follow towards that dream. We've got the creativity card, and we've got intuition and manifestation. These 3 cards to me say the same thing. They're telling me that and in 2020, twin flames are going to realize that we are manifestors. We create our own universe. It doesn't matter what things have been like in the past. It doesn't matter what the 3D world tells us is going on. It doesn't matter what our parents, our society, our friends, any of that tell us. We can create the kind of world we want, and we can make our dreams come true. Our intuition is going to be very, very strong at this time. They're going to be, both divine partners are going to be following up on their intuition. They're going to go by their gut, and rather than focusing on what other people are telling us, they're going to focus on what their gut is telling them, which is to create and manifest their happily ever after. For me, the number 8 is the infinity. The 8 is for me the twin flame, the union card, the coming together card. Because twin flames is all about, lifetimes of love. And I feel like that is what this is all about. That the divine masculine and feminine are definitely going to be heading closer towards each other. So let's pick on. What do we want to do now? Yeah, let's do what the divine masculine is going to be feeling, growing. Okay, what changes are going to happen, or what the divine masculine is going to focus on in 2020? When it comes to this twin flame union. Divine masculine 2020. Breaking dawn, darkest before the dawn. Beautiful. What this is telling me is that the divine masculine is now going to be, okay, this is new beginning to me. This is what it is. It's new beginnings. Breaking Dawn. Do you guys remember the movie, the one with the vampire? What's it called? You know which one I'm talking about, right? The werewolf and the vampire and Bella and all of that. Names like escaping me. But it's about dawn after darkness. It's about a new beginning after the darkness. And I feel this is what the divine masculine is going to be. I think they're going to come to this realization that whatever situation they're in is not serving them, that maybe they were hoping for whatever relationship, whatever they're in, to be good for them, but that is not working out. And now they're going to start ending their cycle, following their dreams, trusting their intuition, and knowing that they can create what they want. And that's going to lead to a new beginning, to a new cycle, to a new outlook on life, to a new beginning. And again, this is 5. 5 is all about change. And what's going to happen with the divine feminine universe in 2020? What is she going to be focusing on? There you go. Be your true self. Again, going back to that card. It's about you being who you're meant to be, Divine Feminine. Remember, if you want this union to happen, you can't deny who you are. You can't suppress who you're meant to be. All right? Whoever you are, the good, the bad, the ugly, it does not matter. All right? Nothing is written in stone. Nobody can tell us if this is good and this is bad. Only you know what it is, and you have got to be true to yourself. If this is the connection you need to be with, then okay, I'm getting another message, and oh, look at the number 8 again. So it's funny, you got 5, no, 8. I'm getting another message here, and the message from the universe is telling me that there are some divine feminine that are still in partnership with other people who they don't believe that is their true love. I'm not telling you to go divorce them. I'm no one to tell you what to do. But this is about asking yourself, if you don't truly love the person you're with, if you want to be with somebody else, irrespective of whether that person wants to be with you or not, okay? Maybe that person will never come back. Maybe they will. We don't know. But what we do know is that you love somebody else. And if you truly love somebody else, is it fair to your current partner to be with them? This is just for some people, all right? And those of you this applies to, you already know this, all right? So you don't have to kind of, second guess. It makes sense or it doesn't. But what this is telling me is that there is definitely that was a strong message for some people, I get. But yeah, for others, you have got to be accurate. You have to be true to who you are. If this is the person you love, why try to force somebody else into it? I mean, honestly, I've people tell me, oh, you can move on, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I hope I can. And if I can't, I guess I should be okay being alone. It's because if I can't love somebody else and I can't move on with somebody else, then I will probably be alone. And it's sad, but you have to come to terms with it. You can't be afraid of it anymore, because that is who you are, if that makes sense. So, now let's look at the actions that are going to be taken by both parties, Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, in 2020 towards union. Alright, so I'm going to pick one for Divine Masculine, one for Divine Feminine, until the Spirit tells me to stop, if that makes sense. I'm just making this up, by the way, as I go along. I didn't really plan how I was going to do this reading, but hey, whatever the universe wants, right? So, universe, what actions is the Divine Masculine going to take? Okay. Let go of control issues. Allow things to unfold naturally. All right, so the Divine Masculine needs to sort of let go of trying. So I feel like whatever this completion has to happen, they might be trying to force it. They might be trying to push certain situations to move faster, but things take the time they take. Things take the kind of time they take. The Lady Luna's magic card also talks about synchronized with lunar time. It's talking about things happen in their own cycle, in their own timeline. And we can't kind of force it. So Divine Masculines, if any of you watch this, you gotta go with the flow. All right, this is for the Divine Feminine because I was thinking about her when I was saying that. We've got love yourself first and learning and forgiving. I feel for the Divine Feminine, it is all about learning to love themselves and to forgive themselves for any mistakes that they feel they might have made. I feel like there are some Divine Feminines that are still holding guilt in their heart, not just towards the Divine Masculine, but also towards themselves and other people. They've got to forgive themselves, forgive the Divine Masculine. If you're holding on to any amount of anger, pain, regret, you've got to let that go towards the Divine Masculine as well as to yourself. Divine Feminine, you will be focusing on loving yourself, being your true self. That's what it's all about. Focus on yourself. Don't focus on your twin. All right, Divine Masculine, any more steps you'll be taking in 2020? Bum, bum, bum. Soulmate. Yep. they're going to be moving towards their soulmate. They're going to be moving towards their twin flame. They're going to be moving towards their counterpart. And oh my God, look what the divine feminine got. True love. Look at the mirroring, guys. Look at the mirroring. This is live. I mean, well, recorded live, but yeah. You can see that I am not doing anything. Actions in the physical in 2020. True love, soulmate. There you go. You guys are just going to be moving towards each other. All right, so let's. Okay. I was thinking maybe we can do month-wise. Would that? I think I'll have enough cards. Should we do that? Let's do that. So dear universe, let's pick one card for each month to see what's going to be happening in the twin flame union, energy, dynamic, relationship, whatever you want to call it. Again, these are general, so it will not everyone's going to be on this timeline, guys. Everybody's going to be on a different timeline, but for some of you this could be accurate. For others, you will probably need to check your own in a private reading, but at least this will give you an idea of the twin flame energies. So dear universe, let's do monthly twin flame union energies. What's the energy for January? Universe, twin flame, January 20. Whoop! Okay, major energies in Jan. You can see my face. I am not dressed or looking decent. All right. January, we've got the 9th house, broadening your horizons either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. So I feel in Jan, either counterpart, divine masculine, feminine, could apply to both or either. So take what resonates. You're going to be expanding your spirituality. Maybe visiting places where spirituality is big, exploring different cultures, religions. You'll be learning and reading about different things that will help you grow and expand your horizons. Some may even be taking a journey to visit places that will help them understand a lot more about what they're feeling. So what about February, universe? February. Come on. Feb. Too many cards. One card, please. Feb. Moon. The moon energy twice. Your unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. I feel February is a time where we're going to be shining light onto things that are hidden. Valentine's Day is coming up in Feb, and that could be it. There could be some major lunar changes happening, eclipses and stuff, which we can check online. But there is some stuff coming up. Your inner emotions are coming to light. There's a lot of, again, it's going back to this card. Look beneath the surface. I feel like in Jan, there's going to be some learning that will help and uncover things which are going to, emotions and responses and how we behave and why things happen. All of that realization is going to happen in Feb. So it's a continuation, you're going to learn, you're going to travel, you're going to see culture, explore your mind, expand your mind, and then that will help you uncover what's going on, what your issues are, what's really underneath the surface in February. Then we got what? March. Ooh, Leo. Energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses importance of self-belief. So I like how this is flowing. In March, the twin flame energy is being proud of how far we've accomplished, of going after what we are passionate about, what we want to create, what we want to manifest. It's about truly believing that anything is possible, because now we have really uncovered our emotions and understood what it is that we want. I'm going to take both. January, February, March. April, we've got Chiron and Cancer. Your healing power, empathy, and ability to teach or learn remedies. And Cancer, the energy is emotional, sensitive, caring. It may concern family, a mother, or a child. Wow. So in April, the energy is all about healing. I feel it's about healing relationships with our family, healing relationships with other people, could even be with our twin. It could concern being more loving and caring towards one another, teaching and learning from each other. Basically, it's all about love and caring and mending relationships. I feel that's what April is all about. Now let's look at May. Opa, again two cards. May is all about sixth house, which is work, health, and daily duty of your life. And the seventh house, which is area of your life about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. Now, what this is telling me is that in May, it's going to be less focus on work, less focus on my money, less focus on how to kind of be the good husband, wife, daughter, employee, employer, how to take care of my health emotionally, mentally, and at the same time figuring out how to have long-term partnerships with people, figuring out how to be in a long-term relationship, figuring out how to make that better. So it's all about stability. It's all about, moving things along and being, being stable. You know what I mean? Like in all areas of your life, from your health to your money to your work life, as well as your, romantic business. So stability. June. June is all about the goddess within, Vesta, the sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity. This is about going within. This is about focusing on, these are just general energies, all right? So of course things will happen in the middle, but June is all about going within and letting your inner goddess, inner feminine energy shine for both counterparts. Remember, we have both masculine and feminine within us. This is all about going within and letting the inner goddess shine. But it's not about going out there and forcing situations. It's not that energy of, it's not that let's do. It's about being in your quiet dignity. It's about showing power without, I'm trying to find the right word. It's about just being the goddess. Yeah, when you see a goddess, she has that power but she doesn't have to do or say anything. That's the energy of June. July. Universe, July. The 8th house, transformation area of your life, shared resources, intense emotions. And look at the card, it's got the union energy there. So July is all about major transformations, major, transformation in the relationship, major emotions coming out, unions. That could also be on the card. It's about coming to the understanding of how everything's going to work out and then actually taking steps towards it. All right? May, June, July, August. Too many cards, universe. One card, please. Come on, universe. August. I guess they don't, sometimes after a point, there you go. Pisces. This energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. So as you can see that if union for some of you happened in the month before, in August, it's all about, being in that loving energy, being in that compassionate energy, talking, flowing, connecting, forgiving each other, sort of like just being. Look at the two fish, right? They're together, the simpatico, just being together, being happy, being in the flow of things, being all, planning their future, thinking about what the future holds, that kind of energy. So, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. September, universe. Two cards. The Neptune energy, which is about your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and the Virgo energy. September is Virgo. There you go. Energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. The energy around is dutiful. All right. So I feel there's a couple of different emotions happening. One is about focusing on the 3D world. One is about doing the hard work, putting in the time, putting in the energy to do the hard work that is needed in order to, when you reap what you sow, you got to do the reaping part, right? And this is the reaping part, doing the work, being humble, being grounded, doing the work. And then we've got the Neptune energy, where it's about fantasies and longing and imagining. So I feel like September, there's a duality to it. We're dreaming about a beautiful future, dreaming about what it would be like. or if you are in union, dreaming together about the life that you want, but at the same time putting in the hard work in the 3D world to try to make this happen. And that's the beautiful part, that it's both. It's not just dreaming, dreaming, dreaming. Now it's doing the work so that dreams can happen. In October, it's Mercury, which is all about communication, talking. October, it's also when I was born. It's all about, traveling, going to places, how emails, conversations. For those of you that maybe have not heard from your twin, October could be a time when that could also happen. There's all about communication, how we talk, how the words we use to ourselves, how we communicate with others, how we express ourselves, how we travel, all of that. November, what is focus in November for twin flames? Too many cards. Come on. Sometimes the universe just doesn't want to tell us, all right? November is all about Mars energy, which is physical energy. Going, fighting spirit, having the courage to fight for what you want, for going out and getting what you want, that powerful energy. This is the opposite of Vesta. This is what I was thinking. The opposite of Vesta. Vesta is more about being in your power. This is more about showing your power, going after what you want. The fire energy, going going after what you want, taking physical steps. But at the 8th, and at the same time, we've got the 11th house, which is funny because it's the 11th month, where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. So this is about going after, this is a very lucky month. This is a month where if you go after what it is that you want, your friends, your family, your lovers, those things could come into fruition. This is about asking the universe, make this happen, and then universe giving you steps that will help you manifest and accomplish whatever it is that you want. And finally, December 2020, what is the overall energy? Which is the Aries energy. This is also similar. So October, November is November, December, similar energies. It's dynamic, spontaneous, crusading, impulsive action is likely. So this is all about, again, taking action, going after what you want, making sure that the universe gives you what it is that you want. So I feel this is just an overview of what the year is going to be like. Again, these are general, and not everything is going to go happen according to this time frame. But now, just before we close, I'm going to pick some advice cards for both sides. So dear universe, what advice could you give for twin flames for 2020? Come on. Advice for twin flames. I'm going to close my eyes. I can't shuffle these. They kind of just all fall out. So tell me when to stop, universe. All right, there you go. So man, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. For it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Oh my God, this is like just the same message over and over again. The universe is screaming out this message for both divine masculines and divine feminine. It is time for you to be true to yourself. It is not the time for you. It's time to look beneath the surface. It's time to do what your intuition tells you, what your gut tells you. You have got to be true to yourself. Whether it's who you're with, who you want to be with, how you want to live, what kind of work you want to do. You can't let other people tell you what to do. You can't stay somewhere because of guilt. You need to be together. And it's 1:11 on the clock right now. All right. One more card. So this is a very strong, there you go. We've got the surrender card. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Now it's time for us to be true to ourselves and then surrender. You can't force things to happen. Give up control issues. Now it's time for us to let the universe do what they need to do. And last two cards. Embrace through each other, you find the missing pieces. This is saying that if you do decide to go get back together with someone, you're going to feel like this is where I belong, that you finally feel complete. And lastly, wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course, which is again the surrendering card, which talks about there are times and patterns and the way things are supposed to happen. Allow nature to do it. Don't be that forceful energy. Don't try to force situations to happen. Decide this is what I want and then allow things to unfold. All right, guys, I'm going to pick one last card from the Lenormand as the overall energy for Twin Flame Union for 2020. Twin Flame Union. What's the one card for overall energy? Time. I'm getting two things from this. One, the time is now. 2020 is the year. And the other is that divine timing is at play. Whenever it's the right time, this union will happen. Whew. All right, guys, I wish you a very happy new year. Take care.